Hey y'all, it's Kimberly here. Well, I'm going to make a video today about helmets. I have an older helmet. It's probably like, I think about 4 years old or so. And I saw the manufacture date inside of it, and it was from last year. It's not really an expiration date, but I don't think that was it wasn't the manufacture date, because I've had that helmet for about 3 or 4 years. Or at least 3 years, probably 4 years, I can't remember really. But it's got a date in it that was dated from 2025, so it's not the manufacture date, but I guess it's kind of like an expiration date. But helmets don't really expire, but I think that's like a guideline of you should probably start looking for a new helmet. So I bought 2 new helmets, and I'm going to review those. And my old helmet, well, it's right here. I'm in my bathroom. Excuse the mess. Let me put this up here. And I need to clean. I know I need to clean my sink and my mirror, but it's been about a week. So, okay, here is my helmet. I put little stickers on it, little butterfly stickers on it. It's actually a good helmet. It really was. It's got scratches where, yes, it's been dropped. And the visor is cracked where I fell a couple weeks after I got my bike. It was a few months ago. And I was going to replace the visor, but then I just decided I was just going to get a new helmet. And this is actually a really good helmet. And I was only going like a few miles an hour. I was turning into a driveway, and it was like a hairpin driveway, and there was mud there. It had rained the night before, and mud was in the driveway, and I didn't see it until I got right up there. And thank goodness I was going really slow. But I learned a lesson that, you know, if you can't make that turn, just keep going. Turn later on down the road. But anyway, this helmet is actually a really good helmet, and it was kind of a cheap helmet. I really want to turn this sideways. Okay. I'm not really good at the mirror thing. I see everybody do it on TikTok and everything, but this helmet is, it's a helmet that I got from Leather Up, and it was on sale, so it was a cheap helmet, but it was, I think regular price, it was like $139 or $149. But I think I got it for like between I think I got it for around, I don't know, between like $69 to maybe $89. I can't really remember what I paid for it, but it was on sale, and it's actually a really good quality helmet. It's got the drop-down visor. I don't know if you can see it, but it's already down. It's got the little lever here on the side for the drop-down visor. I don't know if I can get it to activate. My thumb isn't strong enough. You can see it there, going up and down like that. And it's got a really dark tint, and it comes down perfect position, I think, on my face. And it's a really good helmet. It's got came with just a clear visor, but you can get a mirror visor or whatever. And it's got the quick release strap, and it had, you know, pretty fluffy cheek pads. They're a little bit soft now, because, you know, they get softer the longer that you know, they wear down. The cheek pads do. You can replace those if you want. But I just decided, I mean, it's kind of scratched up, had it for a while. And it does have a date on the inside of the helmet. It's not like an expiration date. I don't know if I can find it in here. I can't remember where it is, but I found it. I was looking for it. Well, it's somewhere in there. I can't remember. I think it's on that tag somewhere. But anyway, it was dated from last year, which is, it's not the manufacture date, because I've had this helmet, I think, about 4 years maybe. But it's kind of like a little bit like an expiration date. Helmets don't really expire, but it's kind of like a guideline that, hey, maybe you should look into getting a new helmet. And so, and I saw some other helmets that I really liked. I liked the way they looked, and I just wanted to try a new helmet. And this one, I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I'll probably keep it as a backup helmet or something, just in case. But I mean, it's a really good helmet. I was surprised at the quality of this. And it came from Leather Up, which that company, I went to their website to check the price. And I can't remember what. I think it was called the Breeze or something. And it's DOT certified. No ECE certification, just a DOT. And I couldn't find, or the website was being worked on. They're changing the company around or doing something, so I couldn't get into the website. But there's another company that's kind of like a sister company to this Leather Up company, which I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it'll pop up while I'm making the video again. I can't remember. But this is my original helmet, so, and I do have a half helmet, but I really don't, I just decided I really don't care to wear the half helmet. I really like the face helmet, and especially since I fell, the first time that I fell, I landed flat on my face, and I was going very slow. I was probably going 4 or 5 miles an hour, trying to turn into a hairpin driveway. Just, it was turning back like that, and it curved around, and I really didn't get hurt. I did scratch a hole in my pants. I did scratch up my knee, and I had like a little bruise on my knee, but it didn't hurt me, really. I was very lucky. When the bike went down, it went kind of sideways, and I somehow ended up on top of the bike. I think that's the only reason why I didn't get hurt. My foot didn't get stuck under the bike or anything like that. And I had on gear, had on my helmet, gloves, and the only thing is I did have my work pants on. It scratched a hole in it, and I had to come back home and change my pants. But I had an abrasion resistant jacket that I got. I bought that jacket for like $39, and it was regular like about $100 from the same website. And it was probably like 21 or 22, and I saw several things on sale. I got some gloves. I got a pair of gauntlet gloves, a pair of regular, just short leather gloves, and this helmet, and I think a abrasion resistant jacket, and I think I got another jacket. I can't remember really what all I got, but I got probably all that for less than $200, and I've looked around the internet. I ordered it online, so I was looking again for a new helmet, and I did find some pretty decent sales, pretty decent pricing of things. And these two helmets that I got, they were, I believe one of them I paid $109, and then the other one, honestly I can't remember, it was like less. It might have been a little under $100. I think I got a discount. I think they gave me like a 10% discount or something like that, because I wanted a different color, and I got a black one that has graphics on it, and I really wanted the white one with graphics on it, but let me show you that. Okay, here's the new one that I ordered, and it's a modular helmet. It's really pretty. I really love the graphics on it. I love the color on it, and it does have a drop-down visor. It's got vents everywhere, and the only thing I didn't realize was that the graphics is a skull, which I really don't like skulls, but I wanted something that was pink and black, or had some kind of color in it, blue, pink, different colors. And this one on the website, it only showed like a side view of it, and I just really liked the colors, and I really wanted the white one, but they were out. And, oh, that blue helmet it is a size small. I generally wear a size small, and it fits perfect. That blue helmet fit me absolutely perfect. It is a little tight on the cheeks, but that's just because the cheek pads were really, really thick, really fluffy. And it gives me the chipmunk face. But this one, it is a small helmet, but it is actually kind of loose, I guess, maybe. Or it's, I want to say, actually, it's maybe not, I don't want to scratch the top of it, but the pads aren't as thick. And it is a much lighter weight helmet. This helmet, I didn't scratch it. I don't want to scratch on it. It's so pretty. But this helmet, I think it weighs about 3.3 or 3.6 pounds. I can't remember. When I was looking at the website, I was looking for a lighter helmet because that blue helmet is, I think it weighs about 4 pounds or over. I'm really not quite too sure. I think it is about 4 pounds. And it's heavy, and it's, this one I can tell just by lifting it, it's a lot lighter. But I love the graphics on this. It's just really cool. I love the color and the graphics. Yeah, it's really nice looking. It's not, I would say it's not as good quality of a helmet as the other helmet, even though it was more expensive. And I think this visor is probably a little bit cheaper too. It's thinner. That other visor's thicker, and that other visor was like a quick release. You can change it up pretty quick, and I really don't know about this one. And it does have the drop down, it's got the drop down visor inside of it too. And it has the quick release also, which I really like that. I really don't like the double D-ring release, or double D-ring strap. I just like the quick release for the convenience of it. And so this helmet, actually I think this helmet was $109, and this is the one I got the discount on. And it fits like, it's kind of like women's jeans. Like one company can say that this is a size 3 and another company's version of a size 3 fits like a size 5. And that's a dilemma with women's clothing. It's just a well-known thing about women's clothing. That's why we have to try everything on. Because women have so much differentiation in the shapes of their bodies compared to men. Men don't generally have hips. And it's just easier to get a straight fit like that than a curve. And so when you're buying a helmet, your head can be different shaped. It can be more round or more oval, and smaller. Some people have smaller. I have a smaller head than some people. I've seen helmets that are like size 4X. I don't know if they make them any bigger than that, but so one company's size small might fit differently than another company's size small. So like one small may fit like another company's medium. You know, you really can't tell until you try it on, and you can't tell the fit until you really are trying them on. Because I did try on a Harley Davidson helmet at the Harley shop, and it was a medium, and it fit me perfect. It was a really great helmet. But these, like that blue one's small, this one is small. The blue one's kind of tight, or just, I mean, it fits me perfectly. And this one, it was a little bit loose, but I think when I first got it, the strap, the quick release strap was really loose, and when I tightened it up, it did hold it on. It did make me feel like my head wasn't as loose inside the helmet. So I'm going to try them on so y'all can see the difference in the fit. Whenever I wear my helmet, I always wear like a neck gaiter. I pull it over my hair a little bit, and I'm not good at this. this mirror video thing. But okay, I usually pull it over my hair a little bit like that, and pull it down, my braid sticks out, and it makes your helmet go on smoother really quick. You can just slam your helmet on real quick and go. And without it, sometimes if you put a helmet on without something on, without a bandana or a gaiter or something on, you can feel it literally pulling your hair out, and it does cause hair loss. I mean, mine is age related, and I've always had thin hair, but I used to wear hats a lot, but now wearing a helmet is going to do some damage to it too. So wearing a gaiter can actually kind of hold your hair in place a little bit. So let me put this helmet on and I'll show you the fit. So as you can see, my chipmunk chinks right here, because these pads are really, I mean, they're pretty thick, and I can put my fingers in there, but it's not loose, but it used to be a lot tighter. But like I say, I can put my fingers in here, you can see, and it's not super loose, but not tight, and it doesn't move around. It goes with my head. But this helmet is heavy, and the visor it's thick. It's a good thick visor, and the strap right here, it's a little bit loose. I could probably tighten that up, but it holds it on really good, and it fits really well. Okay, let me put the other one on. Okay, this helmet it's a little loose, like I can put my fingers in there pretty well, but I think if I buy new cheek pads, because these cheek pads are flimsy. I don't think the helmet's so bad, but the cheek pads are really cheap. The helmet is lightweight. The visor's a little bit thinner than that other one. I can even get it open. And it does have the drop down. I forgot where it is. I just got this thing today. I can't remember where. When I first got it out of the box, I couldn't figure out how to bring the visor down, or how to pull it up, like release the modular part. But it's this thing right here. I'm gonna have to work on it, because I just barely played around with it for like a minute before I did this video when I first got home. But it is a little loose, but I think it's the cheek pads. So I'm just gonna buy new cheek pads. But the helmet is, I mean, it's lightweight. It feels nice, and it looks really pretty. And it is a small. They're both smalls. But I would say that this helmet, even though it was more expensive, it's lesser quality than that other helmet. The other helmet it was actually really good quality. And I saw helmets that are, $400, $500, $800. I've seen some that were over $2,000. And I did see one that was almost $4,000. I would not pay $4,000 for a helmet. If you got the money and you feel like it, whatever. But to pay that much money for a helmet, I think is ridiculous. But this, I mean, I can tell it's a little cheaper quality. It is lighter weight, but it does feel, I mean, the top of my head feels pretty tight, but it's the cheek area. Sorry. This mirror thing is not my deal. I like for my camera to be on a tripod, but yeah, the cheek pads right here are really cheap. So I'll probably look around and see if I can find some, or I might try to check. I don't know if those would fit in here. If they did, I might take those out and put them in here. Okay, let me go ahead and get the other helmet out. Okay, I just figured out how to pull the modular part of the face part. It's this little button right here, and you have to pull it down and it pops up. And then the drop-down visor, it's got a little tab right here. So there's not a tab on the side, which I like the side tab button. Ugh, this here. Okay. So, you know, it pops up like that. So, and but this button right here is a little bit cheap, I feel. It's not as good quality as that other one. Okay, and if I can bring it down there like that. Okay, let me put the other one on. Okay, so y'all, this is a fly racing helmet, and I really like this helmet. It's really nice. It's a matte black color, which I really like the matte black. It's modular. It's got a really good thick visor. I really like how the thickness of the visor. It's thicker than that other one. It's a better quality than the one with the graphics. And it's got the drop-down visor with the exterior lever on it. We can move it up and down. It's like halfway. Let me see. Yeah, you can see the drop-down visor right there. But on this drop-down visor, it really doesn't come down as far as I would like. It comes down to the blue helmet. It comes down, it's got a good curve on it, but this one comes more just right there, and it's in that line of sight where it's, I haven't worn this one while I've been riding, but when I tried it on, it wasn't the best placement, I don't think. But this is Odyssey, and this is a DOT and ECE, but it's 2205. I think that's why it was on sale instead of the 2206. But it's got the D-ring. You can see in there, it's got the D-ring strap, which I really don't like those. I like just the click-on ones. It's got the air vents, and it's just a really nice helmet. I love this helmet, but it is really tight. This is a small. I probably could have got a medium, and I can only put this helmet on, if you want to see inside, the cheek pads are really thick, really good, but the shape of it is really small oval, and I think I do have a small oval head, maybe a little roundish, but I have to flip up the modular part to even get the helmet on. I can't even put the helmet on by just pulling it onto my head. So let me put this one on and I'll show you the fit. Okay, y'all, this helmet fits me like a combat pilot helmet. And these cheek pads are really, really thick, really solid. But like the drop-down visor, you can see it really doesn't go down that far, so I've had to learn to lean it down, and then I have to close it like that. So you can see it does come up a little bit in the line of sight, but I'm just going to have to learn to, you have to adjust to new helmets. We get a new helmet, and I really like this helmet. It fits really good, and if I could have cheek pads like this in that, the one with the graphics, I would love that. So I'm going to try to figure something out about that. And this has the D-ring. Oh, sorry. I don't think I can show it, but it's got the D-ring right there. And I don't really like those because I have a little bit of anxiety about stuff being around my neck. So the quick release, I usually like helmets that have a quick release on it, but I really like this helmet, and it was a really good price. And it also has the peak visor to it, because it's like a dual sport helmet, but I probably won't use this, because unless I would love to get a dirt bike, maybe later on, I don't know, someday, but I love this helmet. I mean, it fits really good, and it's really nice looking, and it's lightweight. It's lighter than that blue helmet is just heavy, and it was kind of giving me headaches, I think, because I do have migraines. I've got to get this thing off, and I have an issue with my gag reflex is like that. So the quick release is kind of like an anxiety thing that if I can get this, oh my gosh, this thing is, that button is it's so hard to pull. Okay. It is, the quick release to me is just I might try to find a quick release, if I can try to alter this and put the quick release on there. I can figure out, maybe get that done. But I really love this helmet, and it's thick, well made, heavy duty, but it's lightweight. I'm amazed how lightweight it is. And well, that's my review of these two helmets, and I think I paid about, I really can't remember. I think I paid about $100. I got it on sale, and I wanted a matte black helmet for a long time. That one is a matte blue, but I like the matte black. And that one, it's a glossy black with the graphics on it. I actually thought it was a matte black, or I don't know what I was looking at it. I don't know what I thought, but when I opened it up, I was expecting it to be matte black, but then it was glossy black. But it looks good that way. I'm glad it's a glossy black, because it goes well with the graphics on there. Okay, well, and that is a bruise from my dog. She scratched me, and then she poked her tooth into the scratch mark. All in a 1-2 quick action. So, excuse my bathroom. I'm going to clean my sink and probably clean up some of the rest of this bathroom. But, well, that was my review of my helmets. And I think I might do another review of gloves, because I have several pairs of gloves that I bought. And, well, thank you all, and thank you for coming to my channel.